We've all been here. Us, just a solo against an entire squad.
Alone! Stop saying that! Betrayed by the country he loves.
And the reason why I'm making this video is to show you my mindset and how I go up against a whole squad and take them out. My first thought process and getting in that car was, they assume I'm going to drive right to that building right over this hill. So what I'm going to do instead is fly up the hill and then jump out the car and then sneak into the bush. Again, there I go. I let the car go. Look at that. They have no idea where I went. Now you can especially relate to this. We've all been in this exact position before where you are in a bush surrounded by an entire squad and you're the only people left. This is the most terrifying aspect of Fortnite. And you have to remember, in this situation, you have to be thinking 2 steps ahead while you're completing your current step. You have to account for 4 other people all coordinating together, working together to come and get you. So if you're only thinking about the person you're fighting in that moment, you're going to have no success in these situations because you have to recognize these situations can only be won by someone who can think about the future while completing the present. I know that sounds kind of deep and weird, but like that's kind of the truth, is that you have to be able to think ahead. Chess. This is where you have to dissect your enemy's movements. My main goal right now is to figure out who I can get alone. Who can I single out and who can I take out individually? I live by one rule in every endgame. There's always a salesman. Someone will always go up against you and leave their team. Some people just don't care. Some people just got that dog in them. Unfortunately, some people's dog is not very strong. With this guy obviously sticking out like a sore thumb, I have the mythic shotty and I have a sniper. What do you think I'm going to do right here? I'm going to try and snipe this guy. Probably should have hit that off the bat. It's not looking good. I'm going to go for it because at this point, if you sit still, you die. Everyone knows in Fortnite, the offense gets the advantage. So I'm going to push him right away. He knows what's coming. So he leaves. And now I think to myself, okay, I've got to relocate and get to a point where I can see them and they are not going to just all come on top of me. So I start building. And now there's a little bit of panic here, but I realized when I was jumping over with my nitro fist, someone was actually emoting. This person was right here. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was at this moment I knew I had a really good chance at winning, because honestly, anyone who's that cocky, you gotta give it to them. Of course, what I realized here is I gotta use their ego against them. What did I say earlier? There's always a salesman. That person is clearly ready to sell some candy bars at me, bro. So I'm just here panicking, right? But now this is where it just all hell breaks loose. Right here, from this point on, I don't miss a single shot. You have to hit every single shot. You have to make almost every edit. You have to make sure you understand where everyone is at all times. When you're going up against an entire squad, it's just you. Odds are there's going to pile on top of you. So from here, I just essentially hit that guy as he's emoting on me. And now he's like, oh my gosh, things are serial right now, super serial. He thinks he's going to try and get away. No chance. I hit him, I knock him. And this is, of course, where you know their team is thinking, okay, take it seriously, take it seriously. But at that point, oh, so solid snake, I feel bad for you. It makes all the difference. And what you saw right there was I haven't missed a shot. When that guy landed in my box, I dropped right to my SMG and I just put all those shots into him. And if you look from his perspective, these guys have no respect for me. They just jumped right in at me thinking he was going to beat me, use their ego against him. So from here I recognize, oh, I hear nitro fist. So I know I got to get out of these builds and give me some space, right? You got to understand the meta. You got to understand who you're playing against and what weapons they have. So I'm already thinking to myself, okay, there's 2 people left. One clearly has nitro fist. And I haven't heard from the other one, so he's probably reviving somebody, so I have to move quick here. So as I'm looking around here, this is where I honestly, at this moment, I knew this was going to go one of 2 ways. I was either going to nail this edit and hit him, or he was just going to come right through and nitro fist me. I mean, these nitro fists are near unbeatable this season, but I hit the edit. I noticed he's coming through and I realized, okay, I do not have the type of angle to hit this. So what do? I'm just going to put, you just put space between you. I put space between him and myself immediately and boom. What was he trying to do there? I'm not really sure. But again, space between them. And at this point, I'm thinking to myself, where are they? Where could they be? They're definitely reviving somebody. And of course, that if someone gets revived in these types of fights, that's when things will swing, right? But then I realized he's got to be, oh, that flick, no chance. And what did I do there? I figured out how I was going to engage and single them out. I used their ego against them. I was aware of the meta, making sure that I didn't fall into a trap like the nitro fist being up close. And I didn't miss a shot. You have to hit on all cylinders. And one aspect of this I didn't really talk about before is that while I'm doing all these things, I'm thinking about what I'm going to be doing next while I'm doing what I'm doing right now. The only way you can take down 4 people and outthink 4 different people thinking about you is you have to think steps ahead of you. That's why chess is so important. I hope you found this helpful. I'll be trying to do more of these on the fly. These seem to be pretty easy easy, pretty fun for me. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, if you think this is silly, if you think this was awesome. And if you want to play, remember, Wednesday, Friday, Sundays, 2 p.m. Eastern time, Twitch and YouTube. Hit the Discord in the description. As always, hit that sub button and turn on notifications. Remember, go out there and do something great.